and welcome to ivaray.com. In this video I'm going to teach you about the faux postage stamps. The faux postage stamp, one of them looks like this. You can see there are dotted lines, and then I have other ones that look like this. This is a four squared one, and it also has the dotted lines, and then they even have some that look like this. But with these are nice because you could turn it either way you wanted it. When you buy your faux postage stamps, you want to make sure you buy the templates that go with it. This is your template. It's just a hard piece of plastic. It looks like that they cut out. But after you stamp, when you go to make your card to leave the white spaces, you're going to want to use your template. So once you've stamped it out, you're going to put your template over it. Let me show you some examples of what I have done. Here's a card I used, and you can see the white edges around it. Anywhere that's white, I had the template sitting, or any of the stamps that look cut off, that's because that is where the template was sitting. And so let's get started. I'm going to make a card. So let's start with doing the card base. The average card is 8 by 5.5. This at 8. And then we'll cut it at 5.5. So score your card basically in half, or fold it in half. If you have a bone folder handy with a thicker cardstock, it makes it easier. So there is our base of our card. We can do a card this way. Then you're going to want to take a piece of white paper and then choose whichever stamp you're going to use. I'm going to use the 3-column stamp, and you need to ink it up. I use Memento Black Tuxedo ink. We're going to just ink up our stamp. And then we'll just stamp it onto our piece of paper. So I'm going to have to go this way with it. So this is what I get when I stamp it. It's the 3 columns, and you can see all the dots. Then you just want to take your template and cover up those dots. And then with my sponge, I am just going to sponge around the corners with Memento Cocoa Rich ink. So just with my sponge, I just want to sponge around my corners. This kind of gives it a little bit more detail and texture to the card look. Just like so. And then I have chosen some stamps that I'm going to be using on it. This stamp is from Inka Dinka Doo. It's a little heart flourish. Then I have a Stampabilities Scribble Heart, and this stamp is from 2007 Stampin' Up. So those are the 3 stamps that I'm going to be using in my image. And how I'm going to use those, I'm going to start with the one from Stampin' Up, and with my lighter pink, angel pink, I'm just going to stamp right in this. Make sure my dots are all covered. So, and then I'm going to take my Scribble Heart and use Rosebud Pink and just stamp this one in here. I'm going to do this one just like so. That's what I get with those two. And then with my Flourish Heart one, I want to use the red, which is called Ladybug. And I'm just going to line this up so I can get 3 different patterns. I'm going to start with the center one. And then this one I'll move up. This one will be moved down. So when I remove my paper out from underneath my template, this is what I have left. You can see all my edges are still nice and white. This is what my template looks like. It's all dirty, easy to clean. You just take a baby wipe or a wet paper towel, whatever you have handy, and you can just rub the extra ink off. Just like so. So, it is easy enough to clean. And this is what I have so far. I'm going to take my paper trimmer, and I'm going to trim around. The way I like to do it, I like just for the dots just to show. And so I'll trim all the edges just so the dots show. Some black paper to mount it on. Just like so. I'm just measuring, so I don't have to measure the piece individually. This makes it a little easier for me. Just hold on to it and cut around it. Then I'm going to take my Glue Glider Pro and tape this down. Just tape this down like so. That looks pretty straight. Alright, then I'm just going to adhere this down right onto my card. Just like so. And then I'm going to use this Craft Smart Happy Heart Day punch, and then I'm going to use the Memento black ink. And I'm going to stamp this right down at the bottom. Like so. And there. You have your faux postage stamp card. And look how fast that was. The lady, I learned this technique in Mesquite, Texas at the stamping convention. The lady said that you could do a card in 4 minutes or under. I have not made a card in 4 minutes and under. I like my cards to be detailed. Hers were not so much detailed. But I really like the way this turns out, and I hope you enjoyed this video and you come back. This is the faux postage stamp again. I will have a link on my blog where you can buy the stamps and the templates. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.